Hey guys, Hijinx here, and we're back with a different kind of video. So we just beat Resident Evil 3, and we just played Resistance. I kind of want to talk about those two games. I know we've been posting a lot of Dead by Daylight footage, and that's been awesome, but I want to kind of give some variety as well. There will be more Dead by Daylight footage, more Dead by Daylight streams, more Resistance streams, and just because I like to bring some variety within the horror gaming to the channel, so there will definitely be more of that variety coming of different horror games. But I want to talk about these two games because I love Resident Evil. I play Resident Evil 2 Remake on the channel. I don't believe I ever made a video about my opinions on it, but I did think very highly of it. I've talked about it, and I've talked about how I thought very highly of the game. And I know a lot of people did not like Resident Evil 3. So I wanted to give my input about Resident Evil 3. So I want to start off by saying about Resident Evil 3, my clear time was 4 hours and 1 minute and 59 seconds, and my total time playing the game was 4 hours, 58 minutes, and 59 seconds. So take that as you wish. I definitely could have expanded on my playtime, because there was a lot I didn't do. A lot of things I could have done that I didn't do. I could have definitely done more exploration, and I could have gone around a little bit more. But the original Resident Evil 3 game wasn't exuberantly long. It was really like a game to kind of fill in some time. But this remake, I really felt strongly about. I thought it was great. I thought the Nemesis battles were amazing, and I really liked the final two battles. I thought those were like top notch. I really enjoyed all of them. I mean, I enjoyed the whole entire thing, but those last two battles were really, really fun. And I felt the gameplay was really exciting. And there were a lot of tense moments, and I feel like there was a lot of horror in it. I feel like the R1 to dodge mechanic was also really fun, and when you play as Carlos, you can utilize it as like a punch that kind of slows down time and allows you to get some good headshots, and it was really effective against the hunters, and I thought that was a really fun thing to do. It was really satisfying to pull off. Once you learned how to do it and you started doing it, it just felt satisfying. You just kept doing it. It was really a good game. I know a lot of people weren't satisfied with the runtime of the game or how long the game is, but I feel like the game could last longer depending on how you play. Different play styles are gonna have different times. You know, if you're really exploring the whole game, I'm sure the game could take like 6 hours or so. But I thought it was fun. Could there have been more puzzles? Yeah, but I don't recall the original game having all that many puzzles. Again, I mean, I haven't played Resident Evil 3, just the original Resident Evil 3, in such a long time, so maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't remember there being a ton of puzzles. I did think that Resident Evil 3 Remake did a good job with kind of changing the game a little bit and making it a little bit more fresh. The graphics were great. I feel like they really did a great job fleshing out Carlos in this one. I didn't remember Carlos. I remember Carlos, but I don't remember him being so like flushed out in the original Resident Evil 3. I feel like he was much more flushed out, much more complex, and much more likable. So I really enjoyed that about this one. And I mean, I would honestly recommend Resident Evil 3. And for people who might be not a fan of the game due to length, and I've not really met many people who didn't like the gameplay, but maybe they didn't like it due to length. I would say that remember that there's the multiplayer as well that they put a lot of work into. Resistance we played that a little bit, and I had a great time on Resistance. I really loved it. Of course, I play Survivor mainly because I'm a Survivor main at heart, and I like the different roles I definitely made in support. But yeah, I mean, looking at Resistance, and I feel like the games together, I mean, you're getting two for the price of one. I mean, really, those two games add up into one game. And I say the multiplayer is fun. It's fast paced. It's very thrilling. There's definitely a lot. It can be very competitive at times. When I played Mastermind, it was fun kind of placing everything around and having full control. It did take away a lot of the fear and tenseness. However, I was horrible. I think at one point they had 10 minutes worth of time to get out. But when I played Survivor, it was, I did better at Survivor. And we got a win on our first one on stream, and it was a fun game. I like that there's a lot of team mechanics, but I like that even though it's a team, you don't have to, and you probably shouldn't stick together so heavily. Like, you have a team of 4 survivors, all 4 of them really shouldn't stick together. They really should split up and find these keys and solve the things that they're trying to solve. But I would say that it's reminds me kind of like a Resident Evil spin on Dead by Daylight. You know, you're trying to escape, you're getting things done to move on to the escape, and but in this case, opposed to one major killer, there's a bunch of creatures, and then there's an ultimate weapon of whatever mastermind you're playing has a special ability that can summon a main villain that can do some damage. I personally love Resistance. I definitely am going to have a great time playing that in the future, and I think, again, you should definitely buy the game because in buying Resident Evil 3, you get 2 good games, and I think they're both really fun. With Resistance, I haven't played it enough to see many flaws right now, but I definitely have a good time. I mean, I also like to look at what a game does right, and I really think that it does provide a tense atmosphere, the doors getting locked, and everyone having to group up at the end just to escape. Every time you die, you do get to respawn, which is nice, but when you die, you go back to the beginning, so now you have to run back up and catch up with your teammates, and that can be devastating because if they kill you once, well, there's a good chance the mastermind's going to start blocking your path and kill you twice. So it's definitely competitive, and if you die, it's definitely tough. But there's ways to earn time, there's ways to lose time. And I had a great time with Resistance, and I had a really great time with Resident Evil 3. If you guys disagree with me, let me know down below, and feel free to share your opinion. I'm always open to hear your opinions. But I just really enjoyed the game, and I do really recommend it. I think it's a really strong game. And I always love Resident Evil. I'm going to have another video out that's kind of about Resident Evil, and I hope that you guys enjoy that one as well. I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.